Hello, Professor. Hello, peers. My name is Sonia Collins Scott. I'll be doing a video presentation based on performance management systems and social justice and what I learned throughout the course. Throughout the course, the professor have given us a lot of informative information that can carry us in through our careers and through the rest of the courses while we're still in graduate school. One thing I learned about performance management systems is that they can be biased, and there are a lot of legal things that you could do when you're working inside the organization and you don't receive a performance evaluation, or if you feel like you've been rated poorly. I learned about illegal aspects and a protocol that you could follow to with the EECOG to make a report. But before we get into all of that, let me talk about performance management systems. Performance management systems is a continuous process of identifying, measuring, and developing the performance of individuals and teams and aligning performance with strategic goals of the organization. The purpose of implementing a performance management system is to link the individual goals of the organization with the employees' goals and have a way to serve and communicate what are the most crucial business initiatives for the organization. It utilizes the information for making administrative decisions about employees, and basically what that is that the administrative includes making adjustments on your salary. They make decisions based on promotion, employee retention or termination, recognition of superior individual performance, identification of poor performance, layoff, and they decide who gets a merit increase. Also, you could be an excellent communication device, which employees are informed about how well they are doing and receive information on specific areas that they may need to improve in. And feedback, which is important because managers use feedback to coach their employees and improve performance on an ongoing basis. This feedback allows for the identification of strengths and weaknesses as well as the cause for performance deficiencies. So basically what that does is the employer or your manager, supervisor, they will get with you and let you know that you're not meeting company expectations on your job performance, and they're going to a meeting with you and they'll go over your job description that you signed when you first start working there, and they'll let you know if you're not meeting up to expectations and what they can do to assist you with increasing your job performance. Another thing that I learned about performance management systems is the legal aspects for social justice, and that was a very important component in this course, because we work for a lot of organizations that rate performance, and they could be biased. They might not like you. They might want the position to go to somebody else, and your performance should be based on your abilities and what you bring to the table to the company. So, what I learned about the illegal aspects is that from a case study that we recently done, is that performance evaluations, managers do not complete their performance reviews in a timely manner. A lot of female employees have complained that they was passed up for promotions, and men was getting the good jobs and had less experience and knowledge, and they was getting promoted. However, an employee allegedly illegal discriminations need to show that he or she is a member of a protected class, suffered an adverse employment decision as a result of a performance evaluation. And what this means is that when you start to complain, you have to have validated proof and verification of what's really happening. You just can't go in there and say, well, I've been treated unfairly, my evaluation was biased. You have to have evidence to prove these things. And I'm going to share that with you now. If any organization receives a legal challenge, it needs to provide evidence that the decision made was based on a legitimate and non-discriminatory reason that was clearly performance related. Implementing a performance management system that is legally sound is not a difficult task because it involves creating a system following the best practice and certain recommendations. However, performance dimensions and standards should be clearly defined and explained, job-related, and with the control of the employee. Employees should be given timely information on performance deficiencies and opportunities to correct them. Finally, if an employee should be given a voice in their review process and treated with courtesy and civility throughout the process. However, the system should include a formal appeal process, and performance information should be gathered from multiple, diverse, and unbiased raters. In addition, the supervisor should be provided with formal training, and the system should include consistent and thorough documentation as well as procedures to detect potentially discriminatory effects or biases and abuse. So basically, what they're saying is that you could go to the EECOG, but make sure you have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed when you go in there saying that you've been treated unfairly, and they and your supervisor is being biased when she's rating your job performance. Another thing that I learned was different components about management systems and using the forms. And that's what I'm finna talk about now. The forms during the procedure of your evaluations. Basic employee information. What that is, when you're doing a performance evaluation, these are the things that they're going to collect. Includes basic employee information about the job title, division, department, and other work group information, your employee ID number, your pay grade, your salary classification. In addition to forms usually include the dates of the evaluation period, the number of months and years and raters has supervised or worked with the employee, employer started date with the company, and starting date in the current job performance that you worked in. These are all going to be added to the job description and in your performance. Accountabilities, which is objectives and standards, is part of the form, which include the name and description of each accountability objectives agreed upon by the manager and the employee. Competencies and indicators are when the organization adopts a behavior approach. Major achievements and contributions, that means what you have done to increase revenue in the company. Developmental achievements. This form includes information about extent to which the development goals set for the review period has been achieved. Another important component of any workforce planning effort is the talent inventory, which is the information on current resources like your skills, the abilities, promotional potential, and assignment histories of current employers. Performance management systems basically are used or implemented to help the employees pull out their strengths and their weaknesses. Throughout this course, I learned a lot, and I want to thank the professor for taking the time out to give us all the information that she had so it can help us with our other courses. Thank you.